Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetsreviews.com and today we are going to do the quick unboxing and full review of Lenovo S580, which is a recent Android phone launched from Lenovo. It is a budget Android phone which comes for a price of approximately 9,000 rupees, for which you can buy. It is right now available on Snapdeal exclusively, so you can only buy it from there. It comes with decent hardware specification, which includes a Snapdragon 200 1.2 GHz quad-core CPU, and we have 720p resolution on the 5-inch display this phone has. And again, this display is going to be an IPS LCD display panel, which should be good in terms of viewing angles and color reproduction as well. Let's take a look over the package. On the front, we have the phone image, and we have some information over there, which includes a back cover and a film inside. So you will have a protection cover, basically a screen guard, which will come within the package, and you will also have a back cover for this phone which will come within the package. Let's take a look over the back side. On the back side, we can see that we have the contents of the package listed over there, which includes a transceiver, which is going to be the phone. We have a battery, a travel adapter, USB cable, earphone, some important product information guide, back cover, quick start guide, Lenovo limited warranty guide, or the card, basically screen protector, and these are all the things which you will get. The MRP which is mentioned on the box is 11,999 and it is already available for 9,000 rupees. These are the SAR values mentioned over there, and again, as you can see, they are both under permissible limit. Over here we can see that we have the specification of the device mentioned, which includes the 4.3 Jelly Bean running on this device, so you will not get latest version of Android on this one. It will be 4.3 Jelly Bean. You have Qualcomm Snapdragon 200 quad-core 1.2 GHz CPU, 5-inch of high-definition display, 720p. We have 1 GB of RAM and 8 megapixel on autofocus camera, which can record high-definition video, and you will also have LED flash, 2 megapixel fixed focus camera, and the battery inside the device is going to be 2150 mAh, which is replaceable. That means you can remove the battery. So let me just open the package and show you the package contents. And again, we have already unboxed the device just like every other device, and we have used this before we are doing this review. I have used this device for approximately 5 days, and this is how the device looks like. In terms of the build quality and the look and feel, the phone looks very nice. You also get a screen protector which will come pre-installed on the device, so you don't need to basically install a screen protector. And you can see that there are some scratches and finger smudges which are there on the screen protector. So this is how it will protect the display. At the back side, we can see that the back cover is again plastic, and it has a very nice texture and a matte finish, so you get a very nice grip when you hold this device in one hand. So we will take a look over the device later on. Let's take a look what we have inside apart from the device. So we have this charger, and this is it. It is a 1 ampere charger in terms of output current, as you can see. Further going inside the package, we can see we have some more things, which includes the micro USB cable for data syncing and charging. We have a back cover, a transparent plastic back cover, which is not silicone, but it is plastic back cover. It has this section over there, in which you can actually open up the stand, and you can use it to basically have the phone like this whenever you are watching movies or any videos. And you can also make the phone basically stand with this case which we have inside the package, and it looks good. The plastic quality is actually good. It is kind of strong in terms of the strength, which is good. We have the screen guard which comes within the package. Apart from this, we have these headphones. These headphones are like standard headphones, nothing exceptional about them. And in terms of sound quality as well, they are pretty okay, not too great. This is how the audio lead looks like, and you get a mic module over there which has a button to pick the calls. There are no volume controls, although. We have the quick start guide for this phone. What else we have? And I think these are all the things. There is one more thing left inside, and this is the important product information guide. So these are all the things which you will get within the package of this phone. Let me just keep all these things aside for a while, and let's take a look over the Lenovo S580. One thing which I can say about this device is that it does not feel like a very heavy phone. Weight of this device is again not too high. It is a pretty light phone in terms of the weight, and thickness is something which is not too thick and not too thin. That is how the thickness goes on this phone. In terms of the overall build quality and the material which has been used, again it is made up of plastic, but not cheap quality plastic has been used. On the edges we can see a shiny chrome grille, which makes this phone look good in terms of the look and feel. Weight of the device is around 129 gram, which does not make this phone very heavy, which is good. Thickness is around 8.1 millimeter, which is again not too thick and not too thin as well. On the top we have the micro USB port for data syncing and charging. We have a 3.5 audio jack over there. At the rear we have 8 megapixel camera with LED flash, Lenovo branding over there. And at the bottom we have a primary microphone for noise cancellation, whereas again the primary microphone is for voice calling, not for noise cancellation, sorry. And on this side we have nothing, no connectivity. And on this side we can see that we have a power and sleep key and a volume rocker. Both of these buttons give you decent amount of feedback. One thing which is kind of missing on this phone is the secondary microphone. I'm not able to locate that, but we have a loudspeaker over there, which is at the back on the top. On the front we can see that we have a nice metallic earpiece over there. We have proximity and ambient light sensors over there. We have the front camera, which is again a fixed focus camera, and it is a 2 megapixel fixed focus camera which we have on this phone. At the bottom on the front we have these touch capacitive buttons which are there on the body of the phone. And one thing which is missing over here again is the backlit LED. There is no backlit LED on these buttons. This is how the phone looks like from the front. In terms of viewing angles, it looks pretty decent. Now starting the custom UI tour which we have on this device, we have a custom UI which is running on top of Android, and you can customize it to a great extent. Let's take a look over the notification center. This is how it looks like, and when we tap over here we should be able to see more toggles. For GPS we have a toggle, we have toggle for data usage, you have a toggle for Bluetooth or a shortcut, you have toggle for auto rotation and other things, and Wi-Fi and brightness can also be controlled. Let me just go into settings and show you what all we have as far as internal details are concerned. First of all, we will take a look over about phone to find out the version of Android. So it is running on Android 4.3, and you do have support for system update. So you can update the version of Android on this device by doing an over-the-air update or by doing it from the SD card. So both of these options are supported. Let's take a look over the storage scenario now. In terms of storage, this device has 8 GB of internal storage, which is good, and out of 8 GB you get around 2.67 GB available because we have installed certain applications and games. The actual storage available to the user is going to be 2.67 plus 2.13, so approximately 5 to 4 GB is something which you will get on this phone when it comes to internal storage is concerned once you get it out of the box. We do have support for SD card as well. You can insert an SD card and you can actually install applications on the SD card as well. As you can see right now, it is the internal SD card which is selected. You can change the default storage location, and that way you can actually install applications on the SD card. You can also move applications from the phone memory to the SD card, and I can show you the same. First of all, let's take a look over the application scenario and we will find out the current status of the RAM. Again, we have installed a couple of applications on this game, but we have not basically ran all of them. So the current status of the RAM is going to be something which is just like once you get it out of the box. So the current status of the RAM is 484 MB of RAM is free out of 1 GB, and the device is fairly responsive and you can play high definition games, and you can also install heavy applications on this device without. We do have some other options which includes power saving mode. So you do have a power saver on this device which will allow you to save the battery on this device, especially at critical times, and you can save the battery. You can activate the power saving mode from here, and you can also activate it from shortcut. You do have the option of controlling what all things should run in the power saving mode and what all things should suspend. That is something which you can control. Let's take a look over some more settings. We have tethering option as well on this device. You can create a portable Wi-Fi hotspot on this phone by using the 3G SIM card which you have inside. You have support for USB and Bluetooth tethering as well. Some of the settings include, we do have support for GPS navigation as well. You just need to enable this, and GPS navigation works perfectly fine on this device as we have tested the same. We do have the option of backing up your data in case you would like to do that. So let me now show you the phone from the back side, and for that we need to remove the back cover. There is a little indent over here to remove the back cover, and once we remove the back cover we can see that we have two SIM card slots on this device. This is the SIM card slot 1 which can take a normal SIM, a SIM card slot 2, this can also take a normal SIM, and this is the micro SD memory card slot to expand the storage of this device. We have the battery over there. which is again a pretty big battery for a device like this, it has a 2150 milliampere battery, which should be able to give you around 1 day battery backup. In our usage, we have experienced approximately 1 day battery backup all the time from this phone without any issues. But with heavy usage, you will not get 1 day of battery backup. For continuous usage, you can assume that you can get approximately 4 to 5 hours of battery backup whenever you are playing game continuously or watching a video continuously. Now let's take a look at the custom UI and some of the options which we can get. First of all, let me see the phone dialer interface, and again the phone dialer does take slight amount of time to actually open because of the custom UI which is there. But again, this custom UI does not make this phone very slow, but there is slight amount of lag because of this. So we can see that we can easily dial a number, and you can also make a video call on this device. As you can see, that option is available. Let's take a look over the messaging application and the keyboard. So this is how the messaging application look like. This is how the interface look like. On this messaging application interface, it is a custom one, but the keyboard is kind of stock Android. So you do not have the option of swipe to type. Swipe to type is not supported. You can easily type on this 5-inch display device with these pop-up which are appearing, so that you get to know which keys you are pressing, and you can easily type on this device on this 5-inch display. Although when it comes to typing, in case you face any issues in the portrait mode, you can always type in the landscape mode. Auto rotation is right now turned off, that is why it did not rotate, but you can always type in the landscape mode as well. One more thing which is kind of missing on this phone because of the custom UI does not have an application drawer. So all the application which you install, they will appear on your home screen and you cannot hide them as well. We have a file manager which will come pre-installed. We have some other application which will come pre-installed, which includes some ebook application. UC browser will also come pre-installed, and then we have installed some benchmarking application. So let's try these applications and show you the benchmark score. Now here we have the benchmark score for this device, and we have got a score of 15132, and in terms of day-to-day usage and performance, this device performs pretty well. There is no issues which we faced. We have the hardware information for this device. The model number is Lenovo S580. We have ARMv7 processor clocked at 1.2 GHz. Quad core processor it is, Qualcomm MSM8212. Let's take a look over the display resolution, which is 720 into 1280, and again it is not affected because the touch capacitor buttons are there within the body of the phone. We have Adreno 305 GPU on this device, and these are the sensors which we have. We have accelerometer sensor, light sensor, proximity sensor. Although we do not have magnetic field sensor on this device, but GPS navigation work fine. And we have 5-point multi-touch. Here we have got the score for Ninamark, and we have got a score of 35 FPS on this phone, which is not a very high score. And even with this score, this device can run high definition games, although not all the high definition game ran on this particular hardware. So we will just test it with Asphalt 8 and Subway Surfer. So now we are playing this game called Asphalt 8, and this is a pretty graphic intensive game, and I can notice slight amount of glitch while playing this game. Again, it is not much. The game is playable. In terms of graphics are fine. They are not very smooth, but they are okay. You can play this game on this device with this much of graphic. There is slight amount of flutter definitely, but it is not much. The overall response from the display is good. Touchscreen is sensitive. You can see there is slight amount of lag as well, but you can play this game on this device, which is more important. Sensors on the device are working well for this game. There is no issue with that, and you can play this game on this device without much of a problem, although there will be slight amount of lag which you can. So now we are playing Subway Surfer, which is a casual graphic game, and it is running smoothly on this device without any issues. There is no problem with the touchscreen as well. Touchscreen is responsive, and it is responsive to the finger touch, which is good. In terms of graphic rendering, there is no issue till now. So this game is running quite smoothly on this device without any issues till now. Here we have the camera interface. On the camera interface you can see that we have a kind of a stock Android interface to an extent. It does have autofocus and tap to focus is also supported. Let me just take the photo of this iPhone 6 and I can show you the same. Let me just take it again and let me just turn off the lights and take this photo again, and then I will show you the clarity. So right now we are testing the low light. So we have taken the photo both in low light as well as with artificial light for this subject which we have, which is iPhone 6, and let me just show you both of these photos one by one. So this is the first photo which we took with artificial light. This photo looks good in terms of colors, and in terms of details it looks decent. I can still read the text, but it is not very clear in terms of details. Let me just show you the other one, and this has been taken without artificial light. This photo also looked good, but in terms of details it is kind of grainy. So you can expect decent performance in low light, and in daylight it can perform pretty well. Now this is how the front camera UI look like. As you can see, the front camera is a 2 megapixel camera and can give you decent results. Let me just take a photo of mine. So we have just taken this photo and I can show you the same. So in terms of the front camera quality, right now I have good amount of light falling on my face. You can take pretty good selfies in low light as well, but you need to have good amount of light. Details are not that great in these selfies which you can take from the front camera, and again color production is decent enough with artificial light. But if you do not have artificial light falling on your face, then the selfies will be kind of blur. So as you can see, we are right now playing a high definition video from our channel to see the video clarity which you can see on this device and how good is the display while playing high definition videos. We are playing this high definition video. Let me just check the resolution at which it is getting played. So it is 720p at which this video is getting played, which is good, high definition. In terms of viewing angles, you can see the viewing angles are good enough. You can see the display from different extreme angles without much of an issue. There will be slight amount of discoloration, although that will happen. In terms of loudness, I can increase the volume to full. So with full volume, the overall loudness which comes out from the device in terms of volume, it is pretty loud. Loudspeaker is definitely loud, but it is actually at the back side. So if you place it like this, the sound will get muffled. It will not get blocked, but it will get muffled to a bit, and the overall volume will be impacted. So this is how the loudspeaker is. It is actually at the back side, so it will get muffled, but it will not get blocked completely if you place it on a table while watching a video. So that's all from us as far as the quick review and unboxing of the Lenovo S580. This is a pretty decent device for the price, I would say, which has a pretty big display. That is the USP of this device, although the hardware is slightly old, but again it is a pretty decent performer in day-to-day usage, and there is no issue which we faced on this device. There is no major issue, although you will notice slight amount of UI lag. So do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. Thanks for watching this video. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. In case you have any questions, you can leave your questions in the comment section below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.